Hey there, Zonfire here, and welcome back to Horizon Forbidden West. So, last time we did the hunting grounds. Nice, simple, quick. And this time I think we're going to go ahead and... Let's see. Yeah, we'll come down here and do this. Now, we have some fast travel packs available, but we're pretty close to town, so... no need to really waste one of those. There's a quest over there, but we can't we can do that part of the quest, but I want to do something a little bit different on that. So I will save that for later. Here's the campfire. So we got to the free fast travel station. We can go ahead, climb, find out what this unknown spot is.
It looks like I'm close to the locator beacon that my focus detected.
So this is a black box.
That door. I should be able to pry it open. My focus is detecting some kind of locator beacon.
Okay, this is another thing I'm not going to actually do right now because the black boxes are collectibles, and I would like to do just an episode dedicated to. Nope. Okay, so
If I leave them be, they'll cause nothing but trouble. I should lie low, find whoever's in charge and take them out. Maybe then the rest will leave.
so yeah, here's a small outpost right here, the Jagged Deep, and then over here, there's a Thunderjaw site. Oh yeah. Thunderjaws were one of the tougher enemies in the first game.
Some kind of drone. Is it watching over this area? Might have some useful data. But how to get up there? Taking down a Thunderjaw is always a good challenge.
Up here, the Thunderjaw will have some issues shooting you, so it's a good spot to try to take. Out a few of his parts before. Now gonna reload a little bit. Oh, I missed. Dang. I will take off that. Oh God. Okay. Maybe a little bit early trying to take on a Thunderjaw, but I missed again. Okay. Okay, I can actually go get that one. Well, I turned myself invisible. Let's see. Oh God. Something's going on with his targeting, so. Oof. Okay. So you can theoretically take down the Thunderjaw, it's just very tough. But the drones are also something that I want to do as a separate episode. So we will worry about that a bit later.
Maybe I should find out what that signal was before I head out. Looks like the coordinates Silence gave me match that wreckage. Did he install Hades on another Titan?
There's another one. I can fight you in the water, bro. I'm not going in the water. You're gonna have to come out here to fight me. It's like, I'm gone.
This is it. Location of the coordinates I scanned from the spire. A workshop underneath a dead Horus Titan. Just the kind of place Silence would slink away to. What was he doing here?
Poor Hades. So cramped in there. No room to think. He can't even speak. Now the processing orb of a Titan, on the other hand, well, you're used to that. But once I load you on that, you'll be so much more comfortable. Until interrogations begin anyway.
It's some kind of log, most of...
Despite my concerns about missing couplings, it was relatively simple to install Hades on a detached processing orb. The subject appears to be fully conscious and completely helpless. Even so, it will never divulge its contents willingly. Ergo, it's time for some experimentation. Day 2. My initial attempts at coercions have failed, but patience is in order. It's self-aware, so it can suffer. All it takes is the correct stimulus at sufficient intensity. Day 5. Success. The irony is delicious. Various forms of data produce discomfort in the subject, but none more so than natural imagery. Holographic representations of plants and animals work best. The more vivid, the better. The effect appears to be excruciating. One loop in particular of rabbits hopping around the field of flowers produced paroxysms of agony. Very well, I believe very soon, I believe, the subject will become compliant. Day 6. I've extracted some fascinating technical specs on Gaia's data structure, specifically how her heuristic matrix interweaved with her subordinate functions. Yet the more I learn about the system and intended workings, and especially Hades' relatively simple role as an extinction failsafe, the more I wonder about the signal that corrupted it. What could have possibly transformed a low-level machine intelligence into a fully conscious superentity, capable of strategic planning, deceit, and even genocide? Some form of the previous unknown Pharaoh software, perhaps. But I don't see how such technology could be sufficiently advanced unless further technical discoveries were made after the destruction of the biospell, perhaps by survivors of Elysium. It seems, it all seems far-fetched. Back to the source, then. Eventually, Hades will tell me what I don't want to know. Day 7. It appears that my coercive efforts come at a significant cost. Hades' digital convulsions produce waves of feedback that corrupts its data structure, and the effect is accelerating. The interrogation is quite literally disintegrating its mind, piece by piece. By the time I'm done, there will be little left. No matter. The data I've extracted, and will continue to extract, is worth any price, as long as I can access it before the subject becomes the electronic equivalent of a hollowed-out skull. Day 10. Finally, the revelation I've been seeking has revealed itself, astonishing and terrifying even to me. With it, the seeds of a plan have formed in my mind. The next few months will test my capacities more than any previous challenge. I'll have to stretch my intellect, reach higher, and dig deeper than I ever before. Yes, I'm confident it can be accomplished, with a little help, of course. Day 12. My work here is done. I've learned all I can. Hades deserves no pity, but it is indeed in a pitiful state. It's time to relocate it to a more impressive position for its date with Destiny. About that, Aloy still hasn't returned to Meridia, nor learned of my ruse, but she will. It's only a matter of time. And then the pieces will fall into place.
It's redacted. Looks like Silence put a lot of work into forcing Hades to talk.
Anything else?
The device is blinking. I guess Silence wants me to check it out.
Aloy, consider this message a beacon to help guide you out of the fog of ignorance. Using explosives, I've detached the processing orb from the Titan overhead, a perfect cage for our mutual friend, Hades, in order to render it cooperative. Tell her what we've discussed about the mysterious signal that gave you life. Perhaps you need a reminder that you have failed. So you see, Aloy, Gaia can be safely rebooted. As for a way to find a backup, well, you'll need to trot along after me to find out.
He thinks he's got it all figured out. Bastard. I guess there's only one way to find out where he moved the orb.
Okay, I guess the processor was down there, so it probably fell and landed here.
Well, I better see where this trail leads. Here I am, following after Silence like a fool. After he tricked me by bringing his lance to steal Hades. Crazy AI that wants to kill everything. You couldn't just let me do the same thing and destroy it? And now I'm gonna have to put up with more of a self-righteous man. Counting a pack of scrappers to clear up any salvage.
Not bad, not bad. If you scan it before you loot it, it actually lets you still get the log if you want.
Silence must be pretty confident he's found a backup of Gaia, but how? Every place I've checked, every lead, they've all been dead ends. All backups purged. So what did Hades tell him?
And we can't deal with the metal flowers yet.
Merchant. Didn't expect to see anyone
Oh
else out
there! What's Honora doing this
Might be
far
handy to
west?
resupply.
Ah,
Frost and acid. Fire and shock. A shredder. A North Centaur. I'll just sell the stuff I have for now. I'm not doing too bad, so. We'll go ahead and
no matter,
top
no
up
matter.
on
I
that.
can get you stocked up for the while.
Frost.
Looks like the trail goes into the hillside. A ruin. Okay. Let's see where this goes. I guess Silence used that machine to haul his prize. That must be the orb Silence stuck Hades in. And that door. Looks like a Pharaoh facility. Or a Zero Dawn? Hades? Is that you?
System threat detected.
You don't look so good.
You are the Aloy. Come to destroy me.
Yes. Permanently this time. Even like this, you're a threat to Gaia. Once I resurrect her.
So you have not yet secured Gaia back up. Then Gaia is dead. Earth and you too. Despite malfunctions, I have won.
Silence asked you where to find a backup of Gaia?
Data error. Structures disintegrate.
Right. Because that would have been easy. What did Silence do to you, Hades? It's like you've been hollowed out.
Silence interrogated me.
And what did you tell him? You don't remember any of it?
I remember you.
What, like me beating you at the Spire? Okay, that's not going anywhere. Do you know where Sylens went?
He departed 12.8 days ago. Perhaps data error, behavior prediction structures disintegrated.
So you don't know anything more than I do. Great. Do you know why Sylens dragged you to these ruins?
Silence intended you find me here.
Obviously. But why? What was this place?
Location is square. Data error, memory structures disintegrating. My deathbed. He called it my grave.
But you... I guess I'll find out when I go inside. When the mysterious signal transformed you, it made Gaia's other subordinate functions conscious too. You escaped when Gaia destroyed herself, but so did they. Where did they go?
Each function migrated to coordinates based on data error, memory structures disintegrated.
Bunch of crazed AIs, scattered who knows where, doing who knows what. Hephaestus kills thousands every year with the combat machines it keeps making. And you nearly ended the world. 7 more functions out there, cooking up trouble. It's not a happy thought.
You are unhappy. Good.
Anyone ever tell you you've got a great personality, Hades?
Sarcasm detected.
Yeah, didn't think so. Sylens questioned you about the mysterious signal. The one that woke you, gave you consciousness. Who sent it?
Signal transmitted by masters.
And who are they?
Masters woke me to destroy earthly life.
Who would want that?
Data error, memory structures disintegrated.
Enough. It's time to finish this.
Does Aloy still think she can restore Gaia? Save life on Earth?
Yeah, Aloy does.
Then you are defeated. Extinction inevitable.
What would you know, Hades? Twice you tried to destroy life on Earth, and twice you failed. The only extinction you ever brought about is your own. And there's no tricked-out plans to save you this time.
You are incorrect. 3 times. Hades extinguished life.
What? You remember this?
Yes, data intact. Non-viable biospheres aborted in years 254, 2161, 2168.
So, that's centuries ago. It's what you were designed to do.
Current biosphere is version 5. There will be no version 6.
There won't need to be. I'm saving this one.
Master override armed. To activate, state name and rank.
Elizabeth Sobek, Alpha Prime.
Extinction.
Master override activated. Bridging extinction protocol.
Well, that's a lot.
Aloy, I see you've dealt with Hades.
Yeah. Think maybe you can stay dead this time?
It will. You can trust.
Trust?
Yes. Trust. As in, since I did what you could never do, and extracted all of Hades' priceless knowledge, you can trust that I was willing to actually let you destroy it this time.
So back to holograms instead of face-to-face? What, afraid I'd stab you or something?
There's a reason
And using the same spyware. I see, so all those times I called, you could have just answered? But I guess you just prefer to go on spying all this time.
My world stopped revolving around you months ago, Aloy. I've had work to do. Countless hours of research, as demanding and time-intensive as it has been critical to the fate of this planet.
Right. Of course. You're just trying to save the world, too.
That's right. The difference, of course, is that unlike you, I've produced results.
Did you find a backup of Gaia or not?
Oh, yes. I believe I did.
Where?
Voila. Why do you think I summoned you here? Behind that gene-locked hatch lie the ruins of the ancient facility where the Hades extinction protocol was perfected. A testing process that ran hundreds of trials, each of them using a backup of Gaia.
Hades told you this?
It took some convincing.
But yes.
So, are you ready to go get what you've been searching for the last 6 months? Or are you just going to stand there with your mouth open?
You mentioned you've been busy.
Exceptionally busy.
But not so busy you couldn't teach Tanakh the rebels to override machines, ride them as mounts.
Aloy, the only issue you should be concerned about is obtaining a Gaia backup. Perhaps if you focused more, you might actually see results.
That's not exactly a denial, Silence.
Take it any way you want.
Just to confirm, Hades said that there are backups of Gaia in there.
Yes. Or were anyway. 1,000 years ago.
Backups that didn't get purged when Ted Farrow wiped every copy of Apollo.
Correct. According to Hades, this facility could not be accessed by remote signal. Not even Ted Farrow could touch the data here.
Backups. Data complete, Gaia and her subordinate functions. Everything needed to reboot the system. Restore control over the terraforming system, save life on Earth. And there.
So Hades said. So what are you waiting for?
Did Hades reveal the source of the mysterious signal? The one that woke it, tried to destroy life on Earth?
Yes, it did.
Care to share?
In due time. First things first, Aloy. Last I checked, you still had a superintelligent AI named Gaia to reboot.
Yeah. The same Gaia who had to destroy herself 20 years ago because of the signal?
It stopped being transmitted years ago. It's no longer a threat.
What if it repeats?
It won't. Even if it did, well... The details are complicated, but the signal required Hades to take effect. Delete Hades from any backup you reboot, and Gaia's safe. Now stop wasting time. Go get a backup.
All right. I'll search the facility for a Gaia backup. But just to be clear, Silence, if this ends up being another one of your tricks...
It's a gene-locked hatch, Aloy. You're literally the only person who can open it. How could I set a trap inside?
Trick me again, Silence, and our next conversation will be face-to-face. Though you won't have much to say, on account of my spear being buried in your throat.
Aloy, thanks to me, everything you've desired, everything you've been fumbling about, unable to achieve for 6 months, is now within your grasp. Now, I know you didn't learn much about manners growing up a Nora outcast. But in a situation like this, you say, thank you, and I say, you're welcome.
Silence is such an asshole. But it's still fantastic.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Greetings, Dr. Silva. Please step inside. Please step inside. Please step inside.
Are you kidding me?
I think we're in luck.
In luck? The door is completely messed up.
Obviously. But despite the malfunction, you can still get through. If you'll be patient for a while longer. See those crystals there? The Osram call them Firegleam. They're combustible. Not nearly powerful enough to blast through a door like that.
But maybe just enough to jolt it open a bit more.
Exactly. It will only work with an igniter. I'm sending you the schematics now. To build it, you'll need some machine parts and the oil from a kindleweed plant. That only grows underwater, but you should be able to find some in the nearby lake. The parts are more complicated. You'll need a spark coil from within a Leap Lash's power cell. Remove the power cell before you kill the machine, or else it'll break.
Got it. So it doesn't like purge water. That'll help. I'll have to detach it before the machine goes down. There goes the part. Gotta pick it up. Okay, got the parts for the igniter. All I need is some deep water fuel.
Cargo pod. Gonna run. Oh. How much do I need? No, that's it.
Deep water kindleweed. Check. Now I just need to build this thing.
There's a workbench near the entrance to the facility.
From your time tinkering with Hades?
Tinkering? More like extracting invaluable data.
There. Should be able to use this to blow up that fire gleam now.
Indeed. A useful combination. It's how I detached the processing orb from the horse in the first place.
Great.
I'd step back if I were you.
Please step inside.
Finally. I think I'm in.
Then by all means, proceed.
Bet I could use this igniter if I find more places with fire gleam.
Focus on the task at hand, Aloy.
This whole place is flooded. And there's another gene-locked door on the other side. But that's where any Gaia backups would have been stored. I have to find a way to get through there. Well, this is familiar. Making my way through ancient, crumbling ruins while you spy on me through my focus.
Stop waxing nostalgic and concentrate on finding a backup.
My pullcaster might come around here.
Oh, can I not do anything else over here? Okay. Yeah. Actually, we're going to go ahead and end the episode here before trying to do a dungeon, but in the next episode, we will continue on and probably recover the Gaia, or reboot Gaia. But thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye.